So it's Shabbos yet again, another Shabbat, another week down. It's really crazy to think that Shavuot is almost here, which means it's been nearly 7 weeks since Pesach, and Pesach was already a few weeks into the lockdown. I mean, it's a crazy thing. It's been almost 3 months at this point. It's nutty, but we're getting accustomed to this new normal, as unnormal as it is, non-normal as it is, but we still come together to be able to mark the passing of time, to give us some sense of normalcy. We're going to, if you're there on the website, you can click the Naor Siddur, where we have a bunch of different prayers there. We're going to sing from the first psalm that we sing or the first piyut that we sing as we welcome Shabbat, from Yedid Nefesh. We're going to read the last stanza, sing the last stanza, Higale. So we're asking God to reveal the sukkah of peace upon us, spread over us that sheltering peace, so we can have some sense of some calm, some tranquility, some wholeness in our lives. Nice deep breath in, hold it, and then breathe out the week. Take a couple deep breaths, breathe in the peace of Shabbat, and breathe out the busyness of the week. Allow yourself just kind of settle into wherever it is you're sitting. Feel the blessing of Shabbat upon you. Feel how it kind of lightens the burden from your shoulders. We're going to jump to the end of Mizmor the David, to the line Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitain. God gives us strength And Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom, and God will bless us with peace. We get strength to go through the week, and at the end of the week, we get the blessing of peace, of Shabbat. Adonai Yos le'amo yitein. Adonai Yos le'amo yitein. Adonai Yos le'amo yitein. Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom. Adonai Yos le'amo yitein. Adonai Yos le'amo yitein. Adonai Yos le'amo yitein. Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom. We come to Lecha Dodi, the final stanza. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, the crown of her partner, right, is we're welcoming to come in. The crown of us is Shabbat, right? Shabbat is what crowns us with glory. And so we're welcoming Shabbat into this space with us. Say, Boi chala, we welcome that bride, that's our partner, Shabbat, the one we long to be with all week. We welcome her into this space with us. And we sing together. And this is a melody from Gidon Shikler, the kind of more upbeat, fun, summery melody, in honor of being a holiday weekend. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam v'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. But I always sing that. So it reminds me of like some old song from the 50s, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but one day I'll figure it out. Either way, we're going to turn to the Psalm for Shabbat, Ma Gadlu, just a few lines into the Psalm. Ma Gadlu ma'asecha ya, how great are your works, God. Me'od amku machshavotecha, and your thoughts are deep beyond my grasp. So we're just acknowledging how awesome nature is, how incredible creation is, and Shabbat gives us that chance to just be able to pause and acknowledge it. So if you're going to be spending any time this Shabbat or this weekend, going for a walk around the neighborhood, or maybe going to the beach, or to on one of the trails, take a moment just to stop and really appreciate not only the beauty of nature, but the wisdom and the immense divinity that went into creating all that. Masechaya Maganu Masechaya Maganu Masechaya. Pause a moment to be able to say a prayer for those in need of some healing. I was just reading before coming here that I guess LA County is one of the places in the country that still has a pretty high infection rate of COVID. So I know there are a lot of people in this city who are definitely in need of some healing. Obviously there are people all over the world in need of healing from coronavirus, from COVID. But we also have, obviously, those who are in need of healing from many other things, both physical and spiritual. Being in social isolation for so many weeks and months can really lead to a lot of difficult thoughts and feelings as well. And so we're sending out prayers of healing to all those in need. And as a reminder for us to reach out to those who might be suffering and might just need a little love, a little contact to be able to feel a little bit better. So we're going to sing Ana Elna. If you have anybody in your mind of who you're thinking of this Shabbat, as we say this prayer, just manifest their name out loud. Just say their name out loud as a way to bring them into the space with you. Full speedy recovery to all those in need. And we're going to turn our attention to welcoming Shabbat, even though Shabbat technically doesn't come in for probably another half hour or so. So we'll sing Shalom Aleichem, we will light the candles, we'll say Kiddush, and then we will count the Omer together. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, angels into our presence to protect us, to watch over us, and we ask them to bless us, and then to go on to the next home to bless our fellows as well. So we'll light the candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And we'll say Kiddush. Vayer vayevoker yom hashishi. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chotzevam v'chol Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vaykadesh oto ki vo shavat mikol melachot asher bara Elohim la'asot savri. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Bore Priagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila le'mikra'ei kodesh zecher le'tziyat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta V'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. I really love Kedem grape juice, so much more than wine. It's so good. Well, we are at the point of counting the Omer. So you probably recognize the chart of Sfirot that I have shown to you the last 6 weeks. We are now into the 7th week, which means we are down here. We're down here in Malchut. We didn't do the top 3 Sfirot, so we're only doing the bottom 7. So we're down here in Malchut. This is the representative of the 7th week. And today is the second night of this week, which means we're over here in Gvura. Malchut is kingship, sovereignty, nobility, and Gvura is strength. However, really understand Malchut more so in the idea of the physical realm, the physical world, and Gvura and this idea of discipline. So really what we're doing now is we're getting to this end of the 7-week period from Pesach to Shavuot. Pesach is the spring harvest. That's when we would normally bring our barley harvest, our first fruits from the barley harvest. And barley was traditionally a feedstock for animals, not really consumed by humans. And we get to Shavuot, which is the beginning of summertime, and that is the mark of the wheat harvest. And wheat is primarily food for humans. And we can go in much deeper as far as why one is associated with the other. But Pesach also is associated with our freedom, and Shavuot is associated with receiving the Torah. And the idea is that just because we're free doesn't really make us elevated. We're just right like animals. There are plenty of animals that run around the world free, right, that are wild. But what makes us human is that elevation of Torah. And so that's this process that we're going on from Pesach to Shavuot, from animals to humans. We're trying to become as cognizant, and to really embrace our cognition, our human side as much as possible. And so we've been going through all these different steps of trying to refine our personalities, to try to become more improved versions of ourselves. And so this is the final Shabbat before Shavuot. So we find ourselves in this Gvura Shebe Malchut, or this discipline which is found within the physical realm. So the challenge that I want to leave us with for this Shabbat is how can we remain disciplined within the physical world? And the idea here is that we're starting to see the world is opening up to us again. We can now return to the beach, maybe not to hang out on the beach, but you can go for a run or for a walk. You can go surfing or swimming. You can go onto the trails and go hiking. Right? But being in the physical world now, in the natural world around us, is demanding a certain amount of discipline. Right? We have to, the county of Los Angeles, by the way, is requiring at all times outside of your home to have your, unless you're actually driving in your car, the windows closed and all that, but if you're outside of your home, you're outside, you have to have your face covered at all times. Right? So to remain disciplined with that, to actually keep that social distance. And here's a tricky thing, is being able to remind other people when you see them in a respectful, friendly, and helpful way that this is what's being asked and required of all of us as well. Right? So finding that discipline as we enter into the natural world, to see if you can maintain that. This weekend, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be leaving their homes to enjoy some warmer weather and the holiday weekend. So maybe we can all try to embrace that discipline together as well. So last night, we counted 43 nights, 43 days of the Omer. So that should give you a sense of what we are counting tonight. So first, introductory paragraph. Hine ni muchan mzuman l'kayem mitzvat aseh shel sfirat ha'omer k'mo shekatuv b'Torah. Behold, I am about to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer as it's written in the Torah. Usfartem lechem mimocharat haShabbat miyom heviechem et Omer hatnufa sheva Shabbatot timiwatiena ad mimocharat haShabbat hashviit tisperu 50 yom. You'll count for yourselves from the day after, right, the first Seder, when you bring your wave offering of barley, 7 complete weeks, until the day after the 7th week, which will make 50 days. Now we bless Al Sfirat HaOmer. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kitshanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivanu Al Sfirat HaOmer. Hayom Arba'a V'Arba'im Yom Shehem Shisha Shvuot U'Shnei Yamim LaOmer. Today is 44 days, 6 weeks, and 2 days of the Omer. So I'm going to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., we will be having services as usual. Tomorrow night, 8:15. It's going to actually, 8:15. It's going to be our final Havdalah, because after Shavuot, it's just getting later and later. So tomorrow night, 8:15, is going to be our last Havdalah we'll do for the summer. Monday night, we have the Prophets, Nevi'im, with Rabbi Dan. Tuesday, teaching Torah Tuesdays, and we have on Wednesday morning Talmud and Tea. Thursday night is our Tikkun Leil Shavuot, our night of learning for Shavuot. We are participating with a number of other communities here in LA, Southern California, and actually even some other states. I'll be teaching, Rabbi Dan will be teaching, Rabbi Dr. David E. Stein will be teaching, Rabbi Aviva Funke will be teaching. So information is going to be going out this week with all the information. You'll be able to see it on mishkan.org as well. It should be a great night of learning with a lot of wonderful teachers from all over. So wishing you all a very Shabbat Shalom. If you're here on Zoom, I'm no longer able to unmute you, but in just a moment you'll be able to